Good day, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Super Chicken, the one and only. As you all know me, I stream on Twitch at 6 p.m. Japanese local standard time. But today I get to talk to you about an amazing product that I've been able to use for a little while now. The BlackMagic ATEM Mini Pro. You probably know BlackMagic because of their 4K or 6K cameras that they blow everyone out of the water with. But the ATEM is definitely an diamond in the rough. In my 5 years of streaming, the one thing that I hear almost all the time is I don't think my system is powerful enough, or this streaming thing just looks way too complicated. This is where the engineers at BlackMagic Design have come in to create this item. This thing acts like OBS running on a completely separate streaming computer. So I'm going to stop talking about it and I'm just going to show it to you. So to begin with, there is no streaming software that is out there that doesn't have its own audio interface. Now, the ATEM Mini Pro actually has two separate mic inputs. So you can put two different mics, and these can be coming from it's 3.5 millimeter jack in there. However, me personally, like I have my XLR mic hooked up to my Go XLR, and then I have my Go XLR hooked up to that. So you don't have to change any current setup that you probably have. You just have to have a line out. Now you can go in here and you can mess with this, but for the most part, I just messed with the levels of everything, just because, I mean, my Go XLR was good and had already like set everything else up already, so I didn't have much that I had to change. Now moving on to this one here, camera. Now this is for all four of your inputs. Now I have in input 1, I have the BlackMagic Design 4K. Now, with it knowing that this camera is hooked up, I can actually go in and change the settings in this from the software. This isn't just like filters to go over. I'm literally changing the settings in the camera itself. That right there was insane to me when I figured that out. Unfortunately though, it doesn't work for any other cameras. I do have a secondary camera set up right here, which we'll get to in just a second, but it only works with the BlackMagic Design cameras, which, I mean, are amazing cameras anyway, and you should get them anyway. So all right, next tab is media. You can put in any of your PNGs that you want to do as an overlay. I do several different things, like with my stream starting, or this is my Be Right Back screen. It'll go there, and as you can tell, it's got the opacity there, so it's, you kind of seen it, kind of not. It's anything that's handy there you want to put in there, you want to show on your stream, go ahead, throw it in there. It's awesome. Now for the switcher, I gotta be honest. When I saw this, I was a little overwhelmed. And I was like, what is this? But I come to find out, this whole thing here, all these buttons on the left-hand side, you don't really need to worry about it. Because you have the actual ATEM. And all of those buttons are on the ATEM. So I can show you, like, just pushing a button on here is going to change things on there, which, I mean, that's pretty cool. Now the biggest things that you got to look at here is on here on this right hand side, you got your output. Where are you streaming to? It's got all the major places, all of them that you want. And then look at this, it's got all the servers, or you can do auto if you want. This is where you put your key. As you can tell, my key is going to be a little blurry, so you don't actually stream to my channel. Then you put in your quality. Now, the biggest thing about this is that you can record while you're streaming. All 4 sources at the same time, which is insane. Something that OBS just hasn't even come close to. There's not a streaming software out there that does. So, whew. All right, media player. That one's for an additional thing that you purchase through BlackMagic Design. So we'll switch over to palettes here. Now, palettes, this was something that it took me a little bit to understand, but the color generators, all it is literally just one single color you can put up on the screen if you want to. Upstream key 1, that is your picture in picture, and I will show it to you here. As you can see, picture in picture, flawless, amazing, works every time. And you can do all sorts of things. You can position it, you can resize it, you can put borders around it, shadows, masks on it. You can do different patterns. You can do all sorts of different things here. Chromas, lumas, just the options are almost endless. Now, for one final part of this, you saw what it looks like. The buttons, they just take a little getting used to. But how can you go and see what you're actually streaming? Well, like this. This is the screen that you see as an output from the ATEM. It goes out in an HDMI into another monitor. You can set it up for another monitor. I set it up for a 4th monitor for myself. And you can see this at all times, or you can determine which each individual camera and source do you want. Or go back to the regular one here, or there's this one here. There's another option in which you see what the viewer sees. Now, that can be shown by this. As you can see, this is exactly what the viewer is going to see. Or throw a different one up here, as you can see. Yep. And there you have it. The ATEM Mini Pro ISO. Amazing product. All the links will be in the description below. I am not getting any money out of this. I'm not getting any affiliate links out of this. All the links are directly to the site. You can take a look at it yourself. All the specs are there. I'm not a super big person that's going to list off all the specs for you, as you know. So I'll let you look at those specs yourself. They're pretty outstanding. But do take a look at them, and until next time, stay safe out there, my friends.